Yes, the PDP crisis, a season of court cases. A federal high court sitting in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, has granted relief sought by the People's Democratic Party. According to Justice Abdullahi Liman of the Federal High Court 1, the National Convention held on May the 21st, 2016 in the state capital was legal and did not go contrary to any law. The trial judge also held that the dissolution of the National Executive Committee, the National Working Committee, and the constitution of a caretaker committee to oversee the affairs of the party by that convention was valid. According to the lawyer to the PDP, the judgment, according to him, signals the end to the PDP leadership crisis. Let's take a listen to him now.
Of May 2016 is lawful, is valid, and the decisions and resolutions made at that convention stand and are lawful. The implication of that is that the leadership tussle, as it has been branded, has come to an end. There was never a tussle in any event, but the court has effectively now made it clear that Senator Ahmed McCarthy, who leads the National Caretaker Committee, have full valid powers, and they are entitled to exercise executive powers of that party over its affairs, at least for the interim period of 90 days, as the convention itself had resolved. I think with that, we have some clarity as to these issues.
Meanwhile, Mr. Sharif, the senator on the other side, who says he's still the chairman of the party, has insisted that he remains the chairman of the party until the Court of Appeal set aside an earlier ruling of the Federal High Court in Abuja, which was in his favor. According to him, the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt is of equal ranking with that of the court in Abuja, and therefore cannot make him vacate office until a higher court rules otherwise.
Unless a court of appeal decide otherwise, I still remain the national chairman of the PDP. Any courts that are of same jurisdiction cannot overrule another court unless it is court of appeal. Therefore, they have got their judgment. I've got my judgment. We disagree with today's judgment completely. We have asked our lawyers immediately to file an appeal, and also asked the same court to set aside his judgment, because the truth about is that there are three judgments stay of execution of the order, because there are three orders before his own. Orders of the Federal High Court, which are of the same coordinate jurisdictions. Therefore, we are going to appeal against it, and we have also asked the court to set aside for stay of executions of today's judgment.
Senator Alimadu Sharif there, well, those are his words. He remains the PDP chairman. Where does the party go from here? Joining me to discuss this issue, of course, you know that on the Sunday edition of the show, we had Elijah Ahmed Gulak, a former advisor, political advisor to former President Goodluck Jonathan, who was defending the side of Senator Alimadu Sharif. But this time around, we have the spokesperson of the caretaker committee headed by Senator Ahmed McCarthy. Prince Dayo Adeyeye joins us from our Abuja studio. Many thanks for coming on the program this evening. You heard what Senator Sharif said there just a few hours after that judgment in Port Harcourt, where I know that you were in that courtroom in Port Harcourt. But as it stands now, he is explaining and saying that it still remains the party chairman. He's going to appeal the case according to him, but he said that there is another judgment that preceded the judgment of the Port Harcourt High Court, Federal High Court yesterday. But as it stands now, is is your side aware of that judgment that Senator Alimodu Sharif is talking about?
Thank you, Shion, for having me on this program. Indeed, I was in the court, in Port Harcourt yesterday, and the judgment was far-reaching indeed. Contrary to what Senator Alimodu Sharif would have Nigerians to believe, all the orders that have been obtaining from various courts, whether in Lagos or in Abuja, were considered by the Port Harcourt court. Let me make a distinction quickly. Whatever General Alimodu Sharif and his courts are holding on to are mere interlocutory orders, ex parte orders, interim orders, no final judgment so far. What happened in Port Harcourt yesterday was a judgment, a real judgment of court, not just an order. You see, they've been going to court to obtain ex parte orders all over the place, but the Port Harcourt court was painstaking in its consideration of all these orders. All of them were put together in a basket and considered by the judge, by Judge Seliman, and they were completely dismissed. No, the truth of it is that all the orders that Modu Sharif have obtained were to the effect that, okay, he should be recognized as chairman, there should be no election to his office in the Port Harcourt, no election to his office in Port Harcourt, no election into his office on the 2018 by another court in Abuja, all those things. And those are the things that he has been brandishing about and claiming to be the chairman of PDP. But all these were considered by Justice Liman. And Justice Liman came to the conclusion that having considered all these orders, they were to the effect, the border on his tenure, which came to an end when they were removed by the Port Harcourt Convention. Just if you remember, in several programs to which Alimodu Sharif and his people have appeared on this channel, they have been claiming that the Port Harcourt Convention was illegal, that it was not lawful to have held that convention. But the court came to the conclusion that the orders obtained prior to that convention did not stop the convention from holding. The orders were to the effect that no elections should be conducted into certain offices. Same with another obtained in Abuja, which were also to the effect that elections were not to be conducted into certain offices.
Prince Adeyeye, if I may quickly come in here on that note, if I may quickly come in on that note, what you just mentioned is the fact that the laws of your own party clearly state the role of the chairman of your party in constituting or convening a national convention of your party. And just here on the program, Alhaji Gulak stated and told us that just only one member of the National Working Committee of the party was there at that meeting, which he says was illegal and not a national convention. And apart from that, that there was another court order stopping any association of such to hold an election or to hold any convention in the interest of the party in Port Harcourt. But yet, the party still went ahead, which he says was sheer illegality.
Please, Sheung, with all due respect, we are not a court of law here. All these matters were considered by the Port Harcourt court in their judgment. What was another? The judgment of yesterday was the final judgment of the court. I haven't considered all these several orders we are talking about. All of them were painstakingly considered by Justice Liman, and the Justice Liman found, as a matter of law, that none of them violated, that the holding of the convention did not violate any of these orders. Gulak can come here and obfuscate matters and confuse Nigerians. Well, we are here to build the party. They want to destroy the party. They want to build. And it's so difficult to build to destroy.
Okay.
So,
just a moment. Just a moment. Let's go on this break. Let's go on this break. And when we return, there are some other perspectives to this matter. Today, Senator Alimodu Sharif has issued a certificate of return to Mr. Edo Kiriawe, the candidate who emerged as the Edo governorship candidate on his side. What does that implies? We'll talk about that when we return. Stay with us.